Are you kidding me? Somebody thought they were going to get away with ripping the front off this landmark home.
We are going to do what we need to do.
Tonight, the police know where it is, and so do we.
They are at it again, but it's safe to say that this porch thief didn't realize many cameras were rolling.
Just as our word of advice, just don't steal. It's better to work.
Where this happened and what was stolen ahead.
Live from downtown Detroit, Local 4 News at 11 starts now.
And we start tonight's Local 4 News at 11 with the fact that another round of snow is on the way.
And that snow hitting Metro Detroit during the morning commute for a third straight day. Let's get right over to Ben with a timeline and how much snow we should expect. Ben?
Yeah, Kim, this is going to be some major changes to our going forecast. First of all, the winter storm warning now in effect for Sanilac County. This is one of the places going to get hit the hardest. The advisory area has been expanded to include St. Clair County, both of those until 6 p.m. tomorrow. But notice south of there are no bulletins in effect for the snow. Watch the forecast as we get through the morning commute. This area is going to be sweeping out of the thumb, and you can see that snow expand. But by 10 o'clock in the morning, it looks like it's all going to be north of 8 Mile, and most of this is going to be on the light side, most of this less than an inch. You're going to have to go into northern sections of Lapeer and Sanilac counties to get upwards of 2. But the afternoon, that's where all the damage is done. One of those bands sets up, and we could be looking at 5 inches plus in the northern part of the area. But again, south of Detroit, not much action at all. In fact, we'll see less than an inch of snow is what we're expecting. Temperatures rising to the freezing mark by noon. It will be colder in the morning, so expect where that snow falls, it's going to stick more than it did this morning. We'll break down those totals for snow in your 4-zone forecast coming up. Kim?
Hey, Ben. It's been open season on Detroit's historic homes for much of the 2000s, stealing copper, but also pilfering the fine architectural details that make them special. Detroit police have a strong focus on quality of life crimes, but they cannot do it alone. And tonight, one neighbor raised his voice and said enough is enough already. Our Mara McDonald is live in one of the city's grandest old neighborhoods. We're talking about Boston Edison. Hi, Mara, good evening.
Kimberly, take a look behind me. This is a 1913 Greek revival, and you'll notice something missing. Somebody thought they were going to steal the facade off of this house. Well, guess what? Nobody's putting up with this nonsense anymore. Drive through Boston Edison or any of Detroit's other landmark neighborhoods, and the fine details are everywhere. The quality construction that has weathered neglect and time, the brickwork, stonework, and design. There are massive renovations going on in this area, so when scavengers decided to rip off the front of this 1913 Greek revival home, those who live here were not having it.
As a resident of the city, some of the things I see here, people would never do outside of the city of Detroit.
Mark's home is around the corner, and he was mad and then livid when he found the pilfered front for sale at the Detroit Antiques Mall. So he did two things. He called the police and he called us.
But people here, it's like, oh, it's Detroit, no one cares. No one's going to follow up, and it's not true.
We headed over to the Antiques Mall and I made a couple of calls. Sure enough, there it was. On our heels, Detroit police, who cataloged the piece, asked to see the records and were told the owner was not in today.
This is a secondhand dealer at this location, and they have requirements as far as having to identify the individual who's bringing the material in, having that individual sign indicating that the materials that they're bringing in aren't stolen.
DPD takes a very dim view of these kinds of property crimes and put this business on notice that they'll be back and that piece cannot be sold.
We are going to do what we need to do to recover that property and get it back to the rightful owner.
Back here live, that piece is going to be back on the front of this house sooner rather than later. Detroit police vowing to track down whoever this is. And a note to those who are doing illegal architectural salvage. DPD is looking at you. We're live in Boston Edison. I'm Mara McDonald, Local 4.
Kudos to Mr. Hall for speaking up, too. We all need to watch what's going on around us and do the same thing. I'm wondering, though, the status of the house, Mara. I know there have been a lot of houses that are being renovated in that area. Any idea what's going to happen to it?
Actually, Kimberly, a ton. And this one right now is property of the Wayne County Treasurer's Office, but it's heading over to the Detroit Land Bank, and there have already been inquiries. This is going to be a popular one. It's going to get some love probably pretty soon. Back to you.
It is beautiful. Okay, that's great to hear. Mara, thank you. In more news, a lot of unanswered questions tonight after a 17-year-old girl is killed at a high school in Alabama. A 17-year-old boy was also shot and remains in critical condition. Police are investigating the shooting as accidental. It happened at Huffman High School in Birmingham, Alabama, just before school let out. The shooting prompted a brief lockdown, but students were released shortly thereafterward. Police are speaking to witnesses and reviewing surveillance to figure out what happened. No arrests have been made.
Took this thief just seconds to make off with several packages on a family's porch. Only thing he wasn't expecting apparently was that the whole thing was being recorded. Jermont Terry reports from Southfield, where the packages were on the porch for about 90 minutes before being carried away.
The footsteps in the snow outside Michael Williams' house are traces of an unwanted guest.
The individual was able to pull in the driveway, run across the yard here.
As swiftly as the guy gets out of the maroon Chevy Impala, he quickly creeps back into the passenger seat. The only problem? He snatches 3 packages.
Oh, I'm violated just because you are unwelcome when you come up here. So that made me violated, let alone you stealing.
The family surveillance cameras clearly shows a delivery driver dropping off the Amazon packages. While at work, Michael gets a notification the items were left on the front porch in the Evergreens Trail subdivision in Southfield.
Looked at it immediately, but typically it goes off so often just because of the traffic on the street. Sometimes you'll miss those, but this one just so happened that it's like sets off that alert.
What the alert reveals more than an hour after the delivery leaves him furious.
I'm mad.
Mad this thief and his partner would be so bold. Michael's house sits on a busy corner, so this could just be a crime of opportunity. But the security app allows others in the area to share similar crimes, and he's not alone.
Where homes have just been tampered with and people have caught different images on their cameras, and also individuals grabbing packages.
So here's another look at the guy. Police would like to know if this uninvited guest has popped up on anyone else's surveillance cameras or front porches.
We want you captured. We want you to turn yourself in. And just as our word of advice, just don't steal. It's better to work.
And I know you want to know exactly what was stolen. It turns out an iPad cover that Michael had purchased for his wife and some irrigation boots were stolen from the front porch, so nothing too valuable. But again, we do know tonight, Southfield Police, they are reviewing that video in hopes of catching those individuals. Reporting live in Southfield tonight, Jermont Terry, Local 4.
All right, Jermont. A Metro Detroit woman who claims she was fired for being transgender wins a legal fight. Amy Stevens was fired as funeral director from the Harris Funeral Home in Garden City back in 2013. Her lawsuit alleges she was dismissed after disclosing that she was transitioning from a man to a woman and would start dressing as a woman. In 2016, a federal judge ruled in favor of the funeral home. Well, today, the 6th U.S. Circuit Court of Appeals overturned that decision, ruling that the funeral home discriminated against Stevens when they fired her. So now the case goes back to the federal judge who dismissed the case.
A Sterling Heights teenager faces 20 years in prison in connection with a social media school threat. Police say 17-year-old Ethan McElrath posted about carrying out an attack at Henry Ford II High School. The post indicated it would be similar to the one in Parkland, Florida. The teen is not and has never been a student at that school. The attack was allegedly being planned for tomorrow. He's charged with making threats of domestic terrorism and is being held on a $20,000 bond. A man has been arrested in connection with stealing items from gym locker rooms. 27-year-old Daniel Edwards is facing larceny charges after he allegedly unlocked lockers at the Planet Fitness on 5 Mile in Livonia. Police say they were alerted to the thefts by a member of the gym. Police believe Edwards is also responsible for similar crimes in other parts of the city and in Plymouth.
Wayne County finally has a plan to end the expensive nightmare of the failed Wayne County Jail project. Wayne County and Rock Ventures reached a deal to build the brand new Criminal Justice Center on East Warren Road at the I-75 Service Drive. Bedrock will be in charge of the demolition of the old site and construction of the new one. Project expected to be completed in 2022. Cost will be an estimated $533 million.
General Motors is boosting production of its Chevy Bolt. The Detroit automaker says it will ramp up production of the electric car at its plant in Orion Township. Last year, GM sold about 26,000 Volts worldwide and needs to increase production to meet a growing demand for the all-electric car. GM CEO Mary Barra did not say whether the move will result in added shifts or new jobs for the plant at this time. A trip to a pizzeria lands a woman in jail.
What had her so upset that she threw a hot pizza at the restaurant's owner? We'll have that in a moment.
And a violent crash involves a city bus. The discovery police made after that crash that has the other driver facing jail time.
But first, many children who are bullied end up suffering in silence. One woman is trying to change that.
I'm going to tell you a story about the power of words.
After she was bullied, she vowed to use her voice and those words to help other teenagers. New tonight, her survival guide for bullying for parents and kids.
So are your passwords too easy to crack? Experts reveal the simple ways to make your personal information more secure. That's tomorrow at 6 a.m.
1 in 5 kids ages 12 to 18 will be bullied this year, and the majority of those victims will suffer in silence.
65% of all kids who are bullied don't report it. More than half, fearing the taunting and the abuse will only get worse if they tell someone. Well, one young woman who was bullied for years is hoping her story will help change that. Body shape, sexual identity, race, 3 reasons teens say they've been bullied. For Fadumo Osman, it was religion.
Growing up, I wasn't bullied up until I got to my freshman year of high school, and coincidentally, that was when I first started wearing the headscarf.
Fadumo went to an ethnically diverse high school. She was totally unprepared for ugly comments about her Muslim faith and what one classmate called her complicated name.
I turned around and I was like, "Excuse me," and she said, "You know what you heard from me, you guys shouldn't be here." 22-year-old Asia Mayrock has heard that before and more. She's a New York University social justice student. She's also a performer.
I'm going to tell you a story about the power of words.
And a best-selling author. Hard to imagine now, but Asia was once a tomboyish kid with a lisp, taunted because of the way she looked and sounded.
When I was a freshman in high school, a girl that I had never met who went to my old school in New York dressed up as me for Halloween, and she posted this online and it went viral, and it was my rock bottom.
It was on that day Asia decided she was going to use her voice and her words to guide other teens. The result? At age 19, she published the Survival Guide to Bullying. In it, Mayrock advises kids and teens to advocate hard for themselves.
First things, off the bat, create a top 5 list of the adults in your life that you trust, whether it's your parent, your neighbor, your teacher, your coach, guidance counselor, whoever it is, and go to those people and ask them for help.
Asia tells teens they need to be prepared to have a number of conversations, list all the details of the bullying, and provide proof if it's available. Asia tells parents to watch for changes in eating, changes in how their kids dress or behave, especially if they isolate themselves. For Fadumo, the bullying ended when a friend told Fadumo's mother, who got school administrators involved.
If a student comes up to you or if an issue arises, acknowledge their feelings and know that they're real and they're valid and handle it. Been quite a success story for that book. Asia Mayrock actually self-published the guide, but then it was picked up and distributed by Scholastic Publishing, again, as I mentioned, when she was 19.
That is fantastic,
Yeah.
and it's currently published in 15 foreign languages and is available worldwide.
Here's a look at what Dr. Frank McGeorge is working on for tomorrow night at 11.
Is your body trying to tell you that something is wrong?
It's not that we should start screening earlier, we should start listening to our bodies.
Tomorrow night at 11, it's a problem too many people are trying to ignore. I'm Dr. Frank McGeorge. I'll show you the warning flags you need to stop ignoring and the potentially life-saving test you shouldn't skip.
Ben continues to just seem to need attention. Is that what this is?
Why don't you get enough of it? I mean, my goodness.
Hey, look at me. Hey,
Yeah,
look at me over here. Look at me.
Call for help.
But you know, I wish we could just stop this. We've had enough
do
of the
too.
snow, I think.
Yeah.
And we've got more to go. Fort Live radar, though, tonight, not showing a whole lot. We did see some snow showers earlier. Those are starting to dry out. But things got interesting this morning, at least in a few select locations. We're going to show you some of those on Storm Pins. This is from Howell. I thought it was interesting. Yeah, you can see that measuring stick almost up to 9 inches. But can you read that? It says emergency 911 sticking out the top of that. So I don't think that was intended, but very funny indeed. Rochester Hills, so almost looking like these trees are growing popcorn with the way that the snow is just so. This is one thistle, by the way. You can see how much snow just stuck to it. Beautiful shot. And I guess you could go build an igloo. There was plenty of snow up in Lake Orion to do that. And I'm going to read the text from this verbatim. The sign I'd wish winter would read. Yeah, I think they pretty much summed it up for a lot of us. Stop. But we've got one more to go, at least in the short term here. And you can see that this is the area that's going to start curling over the thumb and heading down towards Detroit as we get into the day tomorrow. But there are some changes to what we were talking about earlier. First of all, there's going to be fewer of us that are going to get the measurable snow. You can see through 6 a.m. this is mainly going to be in northern Lapeer and Sanilac counties. That snow does expand to the south, but by the end of the morning commute, that's still all north of 8 Mile. From Detroit south, we're looking at pretty much nothing but clouds. There will be some additional snow down here as we get into the afternoon, as we transition from that amorphous blob to more of these bands. And look at this very intense band that's setting up here. Again, the exact placement of this is still in question, but there looks like there is going to be some intense snow here. And this is 4 p.m. As we go forward in time, that band doesn't really move for about 4 hours. So that's where we're expecting some of the heavier snow to be, in just a very thin area. And then by midnight, Mother Nature calls off the dogs and we can go into the weekend dry. But let's look at the snow totals here in our 4-zone forecast. Again, south 8 Mile, not much going on, couple tenths, and most of that's going to be in the afternoon. South zone, just a paltry 4 tenths there in Dundee and Tecumseh, and some of the zone not seeing any snow at all. West zone, those snow totals do increase up towards Genesee County. We're looking at about 2 inches there in Flint. But right where that band sets up here in our north zone, this is where the model's putting it right now. 4, possibly 5 inches. It looks like the 6-inch total should be confined up to Huron and Tuscola counties outside of our area, but still a little bit of a wallop for areas north of M59. 24 tonight for the overnight low. We get up to 35 on the high side tomorrow and just sort of inch our way to 40 degrees. But there's that sunshine that we've all been begging for, I guess is the better verb. It's coming over the weekend.
Well, we can hang on till then, just a couple days.
We don't have much choice, right?
No, that's exactly right.
Right. All right, Ben. Well, we'd like to take a moment to share some great news about Local 4. We're proud to tell you we won a total of 24 awards at the annual Michigan Association of Broadcasters ceremony.
The awards we won included Best Newscast, Best Breaking News Coverage, Best Investigative Story, Best Anchor, that would be one Kimberly Gill, Best Reporter, Best Sports, all to name just a few, and we were also honored to be named Station of the Year for the 4th straight year.
Indeed, an honor.
Way to go. Back with more in just a minute. Oh, in fact, let me tell you what's coming up. Somewhere, someone down the road, down south, crying over spilled beer. What caused a semi to lose its load on a Florida freeway?
And some people just complain when they're not happy with their customer service, but this woman really let a pizza place have it, and it got her arrested. We'll have those stories next.
Local 4, winning awards in several categories by the Michigan Association of Broadcasters. Plus, Station of the Year.
A car hit by a...
A 61-year-old woman gets pretty upset over her pizza order and takes it out on a store employee. The security video shows the woman throwing the hot pizza over the counter and hitting an employee with it in the arms. Police say the woman was upset because her pizza was not made the way she ordered it. She ended up being arrested for battery.
A scary scene in Chicago this morning when 6 people were injured after a bus and SUV collide. Surveillance video shows that an SUV appearing to make a left turn. The bus slams into the vehicle and then hits a fire hydrant and a tree. 5 adults on the bus and the driver of the SUV were injured. All are expected to be okay. The driver of the SUV was ticketed for driving without a license and insurance. Bomb squad detonates explosives at an apartment complex in Wisconsin. They were some homemade explosives that killed a man earlier in the week. Tenants in the building were forced from their homes Monday. Federal agents are working with local officials there to investigate. And spring break is underway in Florida, and the beer is already flowing onto a highway, that is.
Did we mention this happened in Florida? We did. A truck carrying nearly 60,000 pounds of beer spilled cargo onto the road in the Florida Panhandle. Police say a driver swerved into another lane. That caused the trailer to lose control and overturn. No injuries were reported unless you count all the beer.